Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tasha. Let's get into this. So, hi guys. PSN, excuse me, spiritual belch. My voice, that probably wasn't a spiritual belch. My voice is probably going to be a little raw over the next few weeks because I am doing a heavy cleaning job, okay? So I have been trying to organize and stuff like that. I love bleach. I'm in love with bleach. I'm sorry. If you know, you know. All right. But no alien talk, no periodic table talk. However, you already know the creator came through with the message. I wanted to first make sure the creator wanted me to do this. Last night I got a download. Well, I was instructed to go into a little bit of details about how all of this stalking stuff started, okay? As far as for me, there are a lot of people who have spiritual gifts more immense than mine. They too have experienced some of the worst warfare ever, probably worse than mine. But we don't compare here. We just share our war stories, right? Okay, let me just put some things into perspective. I got the download to tell you guys a little bit, and then today I got some questions. Initially, I thought that it was two separate topics, and then the creator throughout the day started to show me how it was all related, okay? I'll just give you the short story. I believe that it started a little bit before this, or a lot anyway, but where I can make the point of contact is 4th grade. Belmont Ran, Lucent Technologies. I'm not sure if I went into this. I know I had went into this story about how I spoke tongues in church, yada, 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 right? Okay, whatever. Lucent Technologies, which was the company, I believe I did go into it a little bit, which eventually turned into Nokia, which I'm sure is connected to T-Mobile and some of the other higher upper echelon technology companies and all of that, right? There was an invention. I was not the only one in my class who had one. We had to submit an idea. I had, I don't even know what their inventions were. There were 4 of us, but mine's was the camera and the traffic light, right? So actually the original idea was in the stop sign. I'm sure the stop sign thing was probably a little bit risque because it's ground level and it's easier to destroy, and it's, it's a little lower. The traffic light is a little higher, and it's not, so easily manipulated. All right, whatever. Fast forward, I was submitted into this program. Obviously, would have to be by my parents, right? The original idea, I guess, was to sell me in some way or another, meaning give the rights that my mom had over to them in so many ways. And as I look back, I can kind of start seeing where my mom had lost her grips on me, not even just because of the drugs, but just because of this involvement in the program. I'm sure she was paid way more than I was aware. I was aware of the computer donation and whatever little money she had gotten as a result of the program, but I'm sure they offered her a lot more that I had no clue about. to pretty much observe. This happens. If you ever seen Raising Dion on Netflix, just kind of think of that scenario where this big tech company comes into the schools and they are scouting starseeds in a nutshell, right? Like I said, I wasn't the only one. Fast forward, let's back it up. When I was about 9, you know how Big Mom dies, everybody goes their separate ways. My grandma had told me about this money that was going to be there for me. She asked me if I wanted to go to college. I said yes. She said, okay, when it's time for you to go to college, you'll have way more than enough money to, go to school. Okay, fast forward. I've always known about this money. Of course, if you tell a kid something like that, it goes in and out. But I think the most important parts of my life, like when I went to college, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was, but not focused on it as I was when I graduated, right? When it was about time for me to graduate. Fast forward, this money is known to a lot of people that I do not know. These people have money. They have access to a crazy amount of resources, which they can pay to hack my phone, pay my neighbors to stalk me, my coworkers, my own family members, anyone and everyone who is willing to pretty much just come against me and just not be my friend, not be a supporter. And I mean, they can love me or hate me, but when a group or an organization rather has the ability to make all of your life hell, I mean, your job, your housing, I mean, we're talking about cameras inside of my house, cameras in my car, tracking devices, implantation, actual implants inside of my body, right? It's crazy. It gets deep. This is not made up. I wish it was. But, all right, yeah, I'm giving you the backstory, okay? The real backstory. We know that this is spiritual warfare, but the Creator is telling me to do this, I'm assuming, because there are a lot of people who have no idea why they were stalking me, and I'm pretty sure they made up some strange reason. I mean, some people, they don't care. Once you have money, something like $1,000 an hour or $1,000, however many, whatever. I mean, we're in Newark, right? Not all of us have a lot of money. Some people will take $50 just to, report on what someone's doing, especially if they don't really see the harm in it. The thing is, when you do stuff like that, not only are you ruining someone's trust, their ability to be sane, you are taking away their right to privacy, and you are actively allowing the devil to use you. Now, I'm sure, along the way, someone was convinced that I was evil or bad or whatever, something. I don't know exactly how they were able to convince pretty much everyone to be on the opposing team. I'm kind of happy that happened, because the Creator's letting me know that the people around me are willing to do anything for the right price, right? And this is how the isolation begins. This is how you start coming closer to the Creator. There's no way that I would have been able to know this unless the Creator told me, right? I have to be tapped into something spiritually higher than myself, outside of myself, something that obviously we're all connected to, right? Because if the creator can tell me what it is that someone else is doing, then maybe, something's going on. I don't know. All right. But I do know that I was given a set of instructions and I followed them, and a lot of shit started hitting the fan. So just to let you know, this shit is real. All right. Now, fast forward. I got these questions earlier today. So in my spirit, I heard, can good people have bad intentions? Well, the first question was, can bad people have good intentions? And then I asked myself, well, I inverted the question. Can good people have bad intentions? That was my question. I don't know if I was just adding on to the question that I heard in the spirit, or I don't know. I'm assuming that's what it was. I was just adding on to the question, right? So all day, because I heard that question earlier this morning, all day I'm just here, having this debate with myself about life and the things that's been going on. And of course, there's this negotiation with the creator, and me challenging him, because I'm like, why would you even if you love me, why would you allow it? I mean, initially, and then as time goes on, he reveals more and more, bit by bit. So I think the questions was for me to put into perspective the different layers, because some people were threatened, right? Some people were lied to. Some people just don't like me. Some people are so interested in me. Oh, and then there's this app. There's this dark web application where people can use my number to go in, and they can have remote access, watch me in my most intimate moments, while I'm in the house singing and dancing, acting crazy, and talking to myself, praying, crying, cooking, naked, in and out the shower. It's really fucked up, right? But fast forward, I believe those questions come from the different types of people that have been involved. Because again, if you're threatened and then someone's like, I'll pay you, but if you don't fucking take the money, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, right? And this is all over the place. Like I said, some people, they just don't like me, so they don't even give a fuck. Some people are so interested in me, they're so nosy, that they, come up and they're like, hey, can I get your number? And they're just trying to get my number so they can go into this application. Again, I'm not the only one. I'm one of thousands of people who have been gang stalked by their community, by their peers. And this is just one portion of it. I've been poisoned. I've been spiritually attacked. All types of spells. Any type of spell you can name, I've been under it. Attacked with it. It's been used to get me in so many different ways. Whatever you can think of, literally, I have probably... Yes, I even died twice. I'm not joking. But yeah, maybe a part 2. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna end it here. I do love y'all. I hope all is well. I hope y'all are getting prepared for y'all's weekend, because tomorrow is Friday. Duh, right? And yeah, drink your water, eat your fruit and vegetables, and sip your own tea, because it's free. All right, love y'all. Peace.